please rise to greet and welcome the dignitaries of SLIIT. Please be seated. Mr. Benjamin Franklin, one of the founding fathers of the United States of America, once said that an investment in knowledge pays the best interests. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and warmly welcome you to SLIIT, the pioneer and the largest degree awarding institute in Sri Lanka. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to this inauguration ceremony of the year 2023 as the first day of a worthy investment you have made to enrich your lives. To start off the proceedings, I would like to cordially invite Professor Nimal Rajpaksha, Senior Deputy Vice-Chancellor and Provost, to introduce SLIIT in brief. Professor Nimal Rajpaksha served at 4 Canadian research universities for over 30 years before he joined the Sri Lanka Institute of Information Technology as the Deputy Vice-Chancellor in September 2019. He is an alumnus of the University of Moratuwa. He has served as the head of the Department of Civil Engineering at University of Manitoba, as the head of the Department of Mechanical Engineering at University of British Columbia. Professor Rajpaksha was the Dean of the Faculty of Applied Sciences at Simon Fraser University, Canada, and also served as the Vice President, Research and International of Carleton University, Canada. His research interests are in applied mechanics and emerging materials, and his research has been funded by several Canadian and international organizations. He currently serves on the editorial boards of 4 international journals. He has served as a reviewer for universities around the world. Sir, you are cordially invited to address the gathering.
Good morning, everyone. Professor Rahul Athalage, Pro Vice Chancellor Academic, Dr. Nuwan Kodagoda, Dean of the Faculty of Computing, Chief Officers, Associate Deans, Heads of Academic Departments, and staff members of SLIIT. Dear new students and parents, on behalf of Professor Lalit Gamage, Vice Chancellor of SLIIT, and Professor Lakshman Ratnayaka, Chancellor of SLIIT, I extend a very warm welcome to all new students and their parents. We are delighted that you choose SLIIT as the place for you to get your undergraduate degree. Needless to say, we are the most reputed, largest, and the most successful non-state university in Sri Lanka today. You represent the first intake of 2023, and we expect another very large intake after the release of the A-level results. We also note that you come from all corners of the country, east, west, north, south. You belong to many different ethnic communities, different religions, different backgrounds, and so on. And that is what makes SLIIT a very rich place. We welcome diversity in this institution, right? We recognize that is as part of your strengths. Let me now show you a series of slides so I can introduce you to SLIIT. The deans and the chief academic affairs officer will also make presentation where you will actually get further information about different activities of SLIIT. Can you put the slides? So first, let me show you our Chancellor and Chairman, Professor Lakshman Ratnayaka. Professor Ratnayaka is a distinguished academic. He served as the Dean of the University of Moratuwa Faculty of Engineering, and then was also the Vice Chairman of the University Grants Commission. Professor Lalit Gamage is the founder and Vice Chancellor of SLIIT, and he is a graduate of the University of British Columbia in Canada, and he also has served actually in many different important roles in the country. He was the chairman of the Information and Communication Technology Agency, and then also been a very active person in promoting the IT industry in Sri Lanka. Next, I will introduce you some members of the senior administration. Myself, Professor Rahul Athalage, who is the Pro Vice Chancellor Academic. Professor Chandimal Jayawardena, he is not here today. He is the Pro Vice Chancellor of Faculty of Computing. And Professor Samantha Chelidjagoda, Pro Vice Chancellor, Research and International. We have a number of deans representing the different faculties at SLIIT. Dr. Nuwan Kodagoda is the Dean of the Faculty of Computing. Professor Surain Peter is the Dean of the SLIIT Business School. Professor Samant Tilakasiri is the Dean of the Faculty of Engineering. Dr. Malitha Vijayasundara is the Dean of the Faculty of Humanities and Sciences. And Professor Pradeep Abhay is the Dean of International. We also have a number of chief officers at SLIIT. Mr. Yasas Malwarachi is the Chief Academic Affairs Officer, and he actually deals a lot with the students in terms of their academic progression and so on, registration. And then Mr. Udita Gamage is the Chief Student Services and Outreach Officer. So it's his unit actually that looks after the recruitment, enrollment, and so on, and the services to the student. Mr. Niraj Muthuguda is the Chief Financial Officer, and Mr. Chaminda Bandara is the Chief Technology Officer looking after our IT infrastructure. Now, SLIIT is actually one of the most recognized universities in the country. We are the only non-state university to be ranked in the QS Asia ranking. Now, this is a big achievement for SLIIT. We are ranked actually number 7 in the country. In fact, our ranking is better than some of the other very well-known, very well-established universities. We are also approved by the University Grants Commission and the Ministry of Education. So all our degrees are recognized by these organizations. We are a member of the Association of Commonwealth Universities. So that is an international recognition. We are also a member of the International Association of Universities. SLIIT offers the only IT degree in Sri Lanka that is accredited by the Institution of Engineering and Technology of UK. Right? So that is a very significant recognition for our IT program. And that also qualifies the graduates to achieve the Chartered Engineer qualification in UK. We also have the Computing Society of Sri Lanka accreditation for our IT degree. We are a member of the Association of Advanced Collegiate of Business. We are in the process of seeking accreditation. We have gone through the initial steps of that. And our university, our degrees offered with Curtin University of Australia are accredited by Engineers Australia. We also have the accreditation of the Royal Institute of British Architects for the architecture programs offered through the School of Architecture. This is our vision. Our vision is to advance knowledge, foster and promote innovation to enrich lives and broaden horizons. And to achieve that vision, we have a mission that is expressed there. SLIIT is actually a very large organization. We have operations all across the country. Our main operation is on this campus, SLIIT Malabe campus, where we have the largest number of students and all the programs and the various facilities. We also have a campus at the Bank of Ceylon Merchant Tower, which we call as the Metro Campus, where we offer actually the first couple of years of the IT program and so on. We have a center in Mathara. Again, there we offer the first and second year. We have a center in Kandy. We have a center in Kurunegala. We have actually a new initiative that we have started this year in collaboration with the investor from Jaffna. And we have actually a new campus under development called Northern University, a partnership between SLIIT and this organization to offer full academic programs of SLIIT in Jaffna. We are building a brand new campus in Kandy, which will accommodate about 5,000 students. And it will be opening its doors actually towards the end of this year, probably by September or October. We have built a brand new campus for our programs with the Curtin University, which is called Curtin Colombo, from where we offer our programs with Curtin University in engineering, computing, and business. SLIIT is a full university. In other words, we offer many different facilities to our students. You can see we have modern lecture halls, we have industrial training cells, we have various sports facilities, including a brand new swimming pool that we opened actually about a month ago. And we have medical center and a doctor, and we provide research grants and incubator. We have a library. We have actually moved into a new library that will have 3 floors in the new building with all the modern facilities, and it will have seating capacity for more than 1,000 students to study at one time. So it will be actually one of the best university libraries in the country. We have a student development center, career development center, where actually we work with students to place them in industry while during their studies as well as after their graduation. We have an open air theater and, as I mentioned, a swimming pool. Now, we are proud of our students. So that means we are also proud of all of you, because we want you to be very successful when you graduate from here. If you look at last year, in the Microsoft Imagine Cup competition that was held in the Microsoft headquarters in Seattle, USA, there were 3 teams selected from the world, one from Asia, one from Europe and the Middle East, and one from the North America. Asia was represented by SLIIT. So it was a group of our students actually went into the world finals and became one of the runner-ups. Now this year again, in 2023, 2 of our student teams are in this competition, and they have reached the finals. So you can see that we offer first-class education to our students, so they can compete at the international level. As I mentioned, we are proud of our students. Our students are not just actually graduates, they are also entrepreneurs. In other words, when they graduate from here, they actually, some of them, set up their own companies and then become very successful. And here are 2 such stories, Pulse Solution and Arimac. These are very successful companies in Sri Lanka, employing a large number of people to work for these companies, and they belong to our students, our graduates. And there are many such examples. Now, as I mentioned, SLIIT offers you many different opportunities. Coming to a university is actually not just coming for academics. That is the first and the most important thing. But the university is also a place where you can actually develop many other skills and become a very well-rounded person and a successful person. And you can see here, we offer many opportunities for our students to actually polish their soft skills. So if you are interested in music, you have opportunity. If you are interested in dance, if you are interested in literature, and if you are interested in sports, if you are interested in public speaking, all those opportunities are available, right? So please make sure that you use these opportunities during your study at SLIIT. Now at the end, in about 4 years' time, we want to see you here in this hall, actually for your graduation with your parents. Now let me go back to my speech. And I would like to mention that, as I said before, you are studying at an institution that has a very strong track record and also known for very high resilience. Now, when COVID pandemic hit Sri Lanka in 2020, February, March, all the universities were closed. And within 1 week, actually, SLIIT brought the classroom to the homes of the student. Within 1 week, our students were getting full access to education. And during the COVID time, we did not stop. We continued our education using technology and made sure that all our students actually graduated without delay. And we have the best record actually in terms of a university performing during COVID time, because we graduated more than 5,000 students, right? And in fact, we set up systems that have been used by other universities as examples to actually continue in these directions. So SLIIT is not a traditional ivory tower. We exist to make our students successful and become productive citizens. In this institution, we value time. We don't want you to waste time, because time is such a precious thing, right? So we value time, and we want to ensure our students actually graduate without delay and then enter the job market. I must also say that from today onwards, you are a member of the SLIIT community. And that involves actually a lot of responsibility, which means we expect you to respect each other, we expect you to have good discipline, we expect you to properly dress, we expect you to commit to the values of SLIIT and also serve as brand ambassadors of this institution. As I mentioned, we started with 300 students in 1999. Today, we have more than 1,000 students entering this institution every year. The demand for this institution over the past many years, have skyrocketed. So you can see that that is happening because of our track record. And it is happening because of the hard work of our staff and also the quality and the success of our graduates. And that is how we became actually, in international rankings, the 7th ranked university in Sri Lanka. Now, during your study here, you may have certain issues and problems. Please feel free to come and talk to us. We have many people actually on the head table here who would be very interested in listening to our students, and you will see also we have invited actually student representatives to the podium today because we work with them. We work with them to make sure that we provide the best education to our students. Get the maximum out of this institution, the resources that we offer to you. But there is something very important, that is to study hard, get good grades, because your parents will be very happy when they know that you are getting good grades, and develop your character and personality, including good discipline. You have to develop good work ethics. You have to actually be very accountable to your work. And you have to act professionally and ethically. And those are the values that we promote in our graduates. So this will make you a successful person, and it will be very easy for you to actually enter into the job market. So once again, I thank you, and I wish you every success during your study at SLIIT. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to invite Dr. Nuwan Kodagoda, Dean of Faculty of Computing, to share some insights to undergraduate study programs delivered at the faculty. Dr. Kodagoda obtained his BSc Engineering degree and MPhil degree from the University of Moratuwa and was awarded his Doctor of Philosophy from Sheffield Hallam University, United Kingdom. He joined academia in 2005 and held the positions Chairman, Curriculum and Academic Quality Committee, Head of the Department of Information Technology, Head of the Department of Software Engineering, Head of the Department of Computer Science and Software Engineering before being promoted to as the Associate Dean of the Faculty of Computing. His research interests include the fields of algorithm design and optimization in parallel computing, machine learning, the use and development of software engineering tools to improve software development processes, and e-learning. Sir, you are cordially invited to address the gathering.
Okay, so good morning. So Senior Deputy Vice Chancellor, Professor Nimal Rajapaksha, Pro Vice Chancellor Academic, Professor Rahul Atalage, Chief Officers, Associate Deans, Heads, Directors, and members of the head table. So my dear parents and students, so let me also warmly welcome you to SLIIT and also to Faculty of Computing. So these are some statistics about the Faculty of Computing, and you have made the right choice in selecting SLIIT and also selecting the Faculty of Computing. So the Faculty of Computing is easily one of the largest faculties in Sri Lanka. We have over 9,300 students and their population is growing. And we have over 160 full-time staff members who are permanently on campus, in addition to visiting lecturers that we have. As you can also see, we have 23 PhD holders, and we offer a portfolio of over 19 undergraduate and postgraduate degrees. And we also work very closely with other universities, and you can see we have over 30 partnerships with industry and other universities. So let me introduce some of the key members of the faculty. I am the Dean of the faculty. Since the faculty is large, we have a Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor Chandimal Jayawardena. Currently, Professor Jayawardena is overseas and is not here. But let me introduce some of the staff members who are here in the head table. So we have Dr. Anuradha Karunasena, who is the Associate Dean, Academic. So she looks after the academic functions of the faculty. We also have another Associate Dean for Research, because research is very important. That is Dr. Dasuni Navinna. So the SLIIT focuses a lot, not only about academic work, but also about research, and the faculty has appointed a Associate Dean looking after research. The faculty has 3 departments, and you will belong to one of these 3 departments. So the Department of IT, which is the largest department of Faculty of Computing, is headed by Dr. Samantha Rajapaksha. Then we have Professor Sanath Jayawardena, who is heading the Department of Computer Systems and Engineering. And then finally, we have Dr. Kalpani Manatunga, who is heading the Department of Computer Science and Software Engineering. So in addition to this, the faculty also has a director. Mr. Hemantha is the director of the Faculty of Computing. Now, let me also, since you will be in the first year, these are some important people for you in the first year. So you have the heads of departments, but we also, since we have a lot of students, we have a year 1 course leader. So Ms. Sanjeevi Chandrasena is the year 1 course leader. So she will especially look after you when you are in the first year, if you are doing the IT degree. In addition, to support her, we have we have 2 year 1 coordinators, Dr. Sanvita and Ms. Pasangi, the third and the fourth ladies who are in the picture. And the IT specialization program coordinator is Ms. Namali Valagampaya. She is also important because most of you will belong to that particular specialization or the modules offered in that specialization initially. If by any chance you are doing computer science or computer systems engineering, we have a year 1 coordinator, that is Mr. Jeevaka Pereira. So he would be the one that you might want to connect if you are doing this computer science and computer systems engineering program. And in the head table, we have Dr. Dilshan De Silva, who is the computer science coordinator. So if you're doing computer science, you want to know more about the program, you can also speak to him. Now, as Professor Radhapaksha mentioned, we are, of course, here in Malabe, but there are other IT students in the rest of the country. So we have students in Jaffna, as Professor Rajapaksha mentioned, in this northern unit, but we also have students in our Matara Center. We have a center in Kandy, Kurunegala as well, where we have students like you joining us in the first year. Now, most of you are following this particular program, BSc Honours in IT. And I'm pretty sure you had a hard time figuring out what specialization you want to do. The good news is, for all of these 7 specializations, the first year is common. And as you follow the degree, you might get to know more about these specializations. And you have the chance of switching between the different specializations. Like, for example, maybe you have thought, okay, you want to do software engineering. But after following the first year, you feel that maybe you like to do cybersecurity. You can change to cybersecurity if you want to at the end of the first year. But once again, these different specializations, the 7 specializations in BSc Honours in IT, focus on different job market segments. To give you a very high-level idea about what these 7 are, because I'm sure you have already selected one of these, and maybe you are still not really sure about what exactly is happening, I will take a simple example. Now, there are supermarkets. Now, in fact, across the street, in the main gate of SLIIT, there's a Cargill supermarket. Now, if you take a Cargill's or Kiel's supermarket, one thing that you will see in that particular supermarket is like there are computers, at the cashier. You might also imagine that Cargill's and Kiel's have supermarkets in their back office, where they store lots of data about items and all that. Now, you need to have IT professionals who look after these computers. And those specialists follow the computer systems and networking specialization. So if you like to look after hardware, networking, cloud computing, that is a specialization. Then you might see the software that the cashiers use. Some of these supermarkets have mobile apps. If you want to develop those kinds of software and various other software they are running on mobile phones, websites, web applications, then the specialization is software engineering. Now, in order to develop a solution to a supermarket, you need to talk to people and find out about the requirements. So if you are a more people kind of person who likes to communicate with a lot of people, there is a specialization called information systems engineering. They are the actual people who go about and find the requirements for a software or an IT solution to be developed. So specialists who do that are information systems engineering specialists. In today's world, you know that you might have heard about hacking, people accessing unauthorized data, and organizations need to protect their IT solutions and IT infrastructure. So if you want to learn about that and become a specialist in that particular area, you have cybersecurity. Today's world, we work with a lot of data. I'm sure you have heard about AI, ChatGPT, machine learning. Those are the buzzwords. If you want to learn more about things like handling large amounts of data. Now, say, for example, if you go to a supermarket, supermarkets have a lot of customers. And some of these supermarkets, for example, Kiehl's, gives you a personalized, something like a coupons where you get discounts, personalized discounts. So now, in order to develop those kinds of solutions, you need to have specialists who can look after what is known as big data, large volumes of data, make predictions, come up with analytics and things like that. And that is covered under the area called data science. Now, in addition, we need to have IT professionals who are conversant with all these kinds of things and manage people, right? Someone who knows about software engineering, someone who knows about requirements engineering, someone who knows about networking. So you need to have some all-rounders. And that is what the IT specialization covers. The last specialization, interactive media, is for those who are creative. Some of you are creative by nature. You are artistic. You are able to maybe draw stuff. You are good at photography. You are good at videography. And now you want to use IT and then bring your creativity out to become game designers, UI, UX engineers. So in a supermarket scenario, like maybe you want to design the mobile app, the design part, the UI part, the user interfaces. Then you have interactive media. So that's a very brief summary about the 7 specializations. But students, you don't have to worry as you go along, as you learn about IT, you have the chance of changing your specialization. So most of these specializations actually start in the 2nd year or the 3rd year. So as you study, you can talk to your lecturers and also the various coordinators if you want to change your specialization. Now, there are 2 other degrees that we are offering for the very first time. I'm not sure whether we have students who are following these 2 new degrees. So for this, you need to have A-level mathematics. And we have selected a very small cohort because in the industry, we need only not very large number of people who are conversant with a lot of theoretical knowledge. So these 2 new degrees in computer science and computer systems engineering actually target a different segment in the industry. The IT degree is more towards people who can actually, as soon as they graduate, they can go and work in any organization. But in any organization, they use tools and they use frameworks that are used by others. So if you want to develop the tools and processes that are used in IT companies, then this is the degree that is targeting those specific areas. So this has a lot of cover of theoretical foundations and mathematics and fundamental concepts compared to the other 2 degrees. And I'm not sure whether there are students who are following these 2 new degrees that we have, right? As Professor Rajapaksha mentioned, all our degrees are UGC approved, and the IT degrees have IET accreditation. So what we offer you are, of very high quality. We do have postgraduate courses. I'll just briefly show you. So after your first degrees, we have actually now 6 master's degrees, which you can do with us. And we have many students, and we have been offering masters since 2004 or 2005. the IT degree we have been offering from our inception. We also have PhDs and MPhil degrees. So these are the 4 areas where we offer MPhils and PhDs. From undergraduate to PhDs, we offer these degrees in the Faculty of Computing. We work very closely with the industry. These are some of our industry partners. In fact, the faculty has a separate industry engagement unit headed by a head of department where we engage continuously with the industry because there are several reasons why we want to do that. One is like in your 3rd year, you have to go for a mandatory internship. So we want to connect to the industry to find placements for you. That is one reason. And we have industry consultative boards where we consult the industry about what we teach and get continuous feedback about the curriculum and also how our alumni are doing. Like, how your seniors are doing in the industry, we get continuous feedback. There are some modules in the final year where we get the industry to deliver. So we work with companies like Virtusa, IFS, who actually deliver some of our modules, and they offer various other opportunities as well to the faculty. And we also work with global partners like Microsoft, AWS. So we have these academies, and what these academies allow you to do is like they allow our students to follow curriculum and also do certifications. So some of our courses, once you follow the modules, you can actually follow up the basic certifications. Certifications are valued by the industry. So we work with Microsoft, Linux, Cisco, AWS, and a lot of other partners as well. And some of these material will be available to you when you join us, when you are, right now as students. So this is part of outreach program that we have, code.slit.org. You can access this, and these days, of course, I'm sure you know about AI. So this is actually something that we have done through our industry engagement unit, where anyone in Sri Lanka can join, or rest of the world can join and learn about AI. And we are offering some other courses. So these are free courses readily available for anyone in the world to follow. And we have, I think, close to 15,000 users who are following these courses right around the world. So as Professor Radapaksha mentioned, we are a vibrant university, and we have many activities. So let me present to you some of our student representatives here. So we have Vihan Udevela, who is the SLIIT president. So SLIIT actually represents all faculties of SLIIT. So we have over 16,000 students, and we have one body that represents the entire university, and that is the SLIIT, and he is the president of that. The Faculty of Computing has the Faculty of Computing student body, and that president is Anujita Fernando, who is over there. In addition to the faculty student body, we have 7 separate bodies for each of the specializations. So we have a data science student body, interactive media student body, like that. And we also have some other student bodies like MS Club. Now, this mini hackathon is a competition organized by this student body called Microsoft Student Community. We have a very active FOSS community. So as Professor Rajapaksha mentioned, we are a full-fledged university. We have degrees from nursing to psychology to engineering to business to computing. So you get the opportunity to work with all kinds of students all over the country studying various kinds of degrees like architecture in SLIIT. So you get to mingle with them, and we have very rich student life. So as Professor Rajapaksha mentioned, like when you are here at SLIIT, your main goal is to graduate with a good degree, so you have to concentrate on your studies. But also don't forget to mingle with our various student communities, because these soft skills are also very important for you when you actually graduate and when you start working. So we have different types of events, including sports, where we have over 20 sports representing various kinds of indoor and outdoor sports. So you might have heard about Code Fest. So this is the main faculty event organized. And maybe as students at schools, you have participated. So we have the Code Fest 2023, which we are planning to have at the end of the year. So this is a celebration of coding, and it's very relevant to all of you. And I would encourage you to start early and participate, even if you haven't done so far. I want to show you about some of the alumni. Professor Rajapaksha also told us about how our students have done really well at Imagine Cup last year. And this time, I want to tell you that we had 2 teams from SLIIT representing Imagine Cup worldwide. and they were the only 2 Sri Lankan teams from all the universities of Sri Lanka, right? So that kind of shows you the caliber of our graduates. So these are some of our esteemed alumni. Some of them are CEOs. Actually, now Dr. Pubudu is in Germany. She is now working as a research associate in a German university. So we have Dr. Upendra Chamira is actually the one who came up with Arimac. And we have students working all over the world in like in Microsoft USA and even in places like Amazon in US and lots of other places right around the world who are graduates of SLIIT. So when it comes to your studies, what we have is a semester system. So every year we have 2 semesters. So from next year onwards, your semesters will start from February. Your initial semester starts from July. So you have a February semester and a July semester, and these semesters run for 15 weeks. And what happens is right throughout the semester, you have continuous assessments. It is very important that you come for your lectures, labs, and tutorials. We have seen a correlation between students who attend and the performance that they get when they graduate. So students who do really well are students who come for the labs, come for the lectures, come for the tutorials. In addition to that, you will have continuous assessments. We have a midterm running around the 8th week, and we have the final exams after the semester is over. And if you need help, what you should do is like there'll be instructors teaching you, there'll be lecturers teaching you. There are so many academic staffs who will interact with you. So if you are stuck somewhere, please talk to them. In addition, if it is some academic material, other than your lecturer, there is a lecturer in charge of a module. You can speak to them if you have something that you don't understand about a specific module. And once again, I'm sharing this slide because at year 1, we know that you need a lot of support. This is the first time you are going out from school and coming to a university environment. So university environment is very different from school. And we are ready as a faculty to give you all the support that you need. So we have several coordinators. So the first 4 are the ones that are relevant to you if you're following the IT program, and if you're doing CS and CSE, Jeevaka is the one that you can contact. So they will speak to you later on as well, and you can go to them, especially if you have any particular issue when it comes to your studies. And let me leave you with this slide as Professor Rajapaksa did. So I hope you will graduate and in 4 years' time, and we hope that we will see you here in this same auditorium in 4 years' time. So I wish you all the very best, students.
Thank you, sir. Next on the agenda is the address by Mr. Yashas Mallavarachchi, Chief Academic Affairs Officer. Mr. Yashas Mallavarachchi is an electrical engineering graduate from the University of Moratuwa and has obtained an MBA in Information Technology from the same university. He has over 24 years of experience in the IT field and has specialized in the areas of software project management, business analytics, software design, and development and system integration. He is a certified project management professional of the Project Management Institute, USA, and also a professional member of the British Computing Society. He started his career as a systems engineer at Computing Services Center, University of Moratuwa, and later joined SLIIT in 1999. At SLIIT, he has held positions of senior systems analyst and the head of the software engineering services. He is now a senior lecturer attached to the Faculty of Computing and currently holds the position of Chief Academic Affairs Officer of SLIIT. Sir, you are cordially invited to address the gathering.
Thank you. Good morning to all of you. Professor Rajapaksha, Senior Deputy Vice Chancellor and Provost. Professor Rahul Hathalage, Pro Vice Chancellor Academic. Dr. Nuwan Kodagoda, Dean of the Faculty of Computing, the heads of department, the chief officers, and academic and administrative staff, parents, and my dear students. So my role here is to introduce you to some interesting services and facilities we have. And before that, let me also join the previous speakers in welcoming you. And also, today is a very important day to both the students and their parents, and also for us, because this marks a significant milestone in your life. Your performance, your commitment will help you to define your future. So it is really important that you put your best effort and ensure that you have a very bright future. We have the orientation program starting from Thursday onwards, and we have a very interesting 6-week orientation program where you will learn a lot of things. It is not only subject-related matter, but also we have some other exciting programs lined up for you. And those who have come from different fields, like those who have coming from non-math background and doing IT, will also go through some bridging modules in the bridging program. And during the orientation, we have the campus navigator, where we will introduce you to the campus environment, where various services are. And also we will introduce you to very important and key people that will be important during your stay at SLIIT. So these are some of the events that we have organized for new coming students, and you will have some of these events planned for this orientation program as well. And as students of SLIIT, we are offering additional benefits to all our students. Each and every one of you will have access to Office 365 account, and you will be getting a genuine Microsoft license to use MS Office package, and also you will be given an email. Now this will be your student email, and you will be using this to communicate with us for all your academic and other studentship related matters. And you will also have cloud storage from Microsoft OneDrive and also from Google Drive. And these services are there for you as long as you are a student of SLIIT. And the email address that we will give you will be available even after your graduation. So let me briefly go through some of the services that are available to our students. We have the student support, which will be very important to all our students. So the idea of this student support is whenever you have some concern, issue, a question, some clarification, we have the student support available in many different ways. One method is to go to the student help desk, which is actually an online portal hosted in support.sliit.lk. You will be given access to this portal, and you can communicate with us using the support portal. We also have the hotline 011-754-4910. This will be the student support hotline, and our student support representatives are there to answer your queries. And of course, in addition to this, you may need assistance in English, because most of you would have done your education in Sinhala or Tamil. So when you come here and start learning in English medium, some of you may have certain difficulties. So we have the English help desk. And of course, in addition to this, as Dr. Nuwan mentioned, for all your academic related matters, there's plenty of support from the faculty. You have various academic mentors, as Dr. Nuwan mentioned. Then let me tell you a bit about the career guidance unit. So the idea of having this career guidance unit is to connect the faculties with the industry. So they will organize various workshops, seminars, hold career weeks, where the industry people will come and talk to you, and you will be able to get a lot of insights from these professionals coming from the industry about the current trends and what kind of skills they are looking at when you graduate and when you go to the industry, the kind of skills that you need to have. So there are plenty of other skills that are necessary in addition to the academic skills, in addition to the subject matter that you learn at SLIIT. So to sharpen those skills, these workshops, seminars will be very useful. And also, there are internship opportunities and also job opportunities that are there, and the career guidance unit will advertise these opportunities to you, and you can connect with the career guidance unit and make use of such opportunities that are there. And very importantly, we do have a counseling service. So the purpose of this counseling service is that we see that the young generation today, they undergo various difficult situations sometimes. And sometimes we see that young people take very drastic decisions due to stress and various other matters. So as a student of SLIIT, we have the counseling service. So whenever you have a problem, it may be a problem related to your studies, it may be a personal matter, it may be some financial difficulty. So whatever the issue, we have support for you. And if you feel like, okay, I need to talk to someone about the problem that I have, we have the counseling service. We call it Helping Hands. And we have clinical psychologists who are there to assist you and help you to get out of this difficult situation. Now, this is in addition to the academic support that you have from the faculty, and also the support that you have from the student services, the SLIIT student support that I mentioned. And we also have the medical officer, Dr. Dhananjaya Bulatwatta. The medical center is located in the level 2 of the main building, and if you have some medical issue, you can talk to the doctor and get advice, and also we offer some medicine free of charge to our students. We have plenty of different sports. We have actually more than 20 different sports. We have the physical education unit, again located in the level 2 of this main building. And if you wish to take part in any of the sporting events, this is a very good opportunity for you. So I encourage all of you to take part in at least one sport. You'll be meeting them during your orientation program. They will come and talk to you. So this is a great opportunity for all our students. The clubs and societies, like your dean and also the deputy vice chancellor mentioned, we have a large number of clubs and societies dedicated to various different areas. And also we have student communities for each faculty. Now your faculty, the Faculty of Computing, has a student community. And also combining all the faculties of the institute, we have the Student Interactive Society. And we have the president of the Student Interactive Society, and he's also representing your faculty as the vice president of the Faculty of Computing Student Community. So they are there to support you and advise you about various matters, because you will need a lot of help, because to know how things happen at SLIIT, where to get a particular service done and so on. So they will actually be there to assist you. And to connect with them, the best way is to talk to the student support, and if you are interested in sports or taking part in any other activity through a club or a society, you can talk to the student services through SLIIT student support, and you can connect with them. We have already offered some scholarships to this intake of students. We have number of scholarships, some based on your A-level performance, and also if you have done sports and extracurricular activities and you have performed exceptionally well at school level, we have scholarships available. And when you become a student of SLIIT, again, we offer scholarships based on your academic performance. If you perform well in your academic semester, each semester we give scholarships to the top 1% of the students, the full scholarships to the top 1% of the students, and half scholarships for the next 2% of the students. And also, if you take part in sports and extracurricular activities, again we have scholarships. We also have some industry-sponsored scholarships as well. So we will be selecting those students who are eligible for these scholarships. You would have used our online application portal to apply to SLIIT. And we have almost all the services available online, like I mentioned, the student support, and also we have a very strong learning management system called the CourseWeb. And the lectures that we conduct are recorded, and you can watch these lectures later. If you miss a lecture, let's say you are sick and you miss a lecture, and then you can watch these lectures again in a platform called EduScope. We also have the library facilities, and library offers some services online as well. Then your student portal, which will be very important to you. You have already created your accounts in the student portal when you enroll to SLIIT, and your progression, your future semester registrations, your results, everything will be in your student portal. So it is really important to get to know about the student portal, and we will have sessions and introduce you to all these services during the orientation program. We have shuttle buses to SLIIT students coming from a number of destinations, Kolpiti, Gampaha, Nigambu, Jayala, and also from Panadura. And we have this QR code-based system, and you can, if you are coming from that way, you can obtain tickets and use the service to come for lectures, and also the buses will leave SLIIT at around 5:45 in the afternoon. Finally, to talk a little bit about the student discipline. Now, both the previous speakers mentioned that we would like to see you in 4 years' time as proud graduates of SLIIT. So to ensure this continuous operation of the institute, we emphasize good discipline at all times. So unlike some other state universities, there are various issues. So this continuing education is a problem, but here at SLIIT, we have ensured continuous education without any disruption. So to ensure this, we encourage students to have good discipline. So there's all these rules and regulations are documented in a document called Student Rule Book, which is available again in the learning management system, the CourseWeb. So when you get access, you can go through this rule book and get to know about the rules and regulations of the institute. So with that, I would like to conclude my short speech, and we will be seeing you during your orientation program also. And I would like to wish you all the best, and I hope you will enjoy your stay at SLIIT. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. With that, we come to the close of today's proceedings. Before we conclude, I wish to share these following announcements from our organizing committee. After the session, you will be guided to the exits for your refreshments. Please produce the refreshments token given to you when obtaining the refreshments. Your orientation program timetable for the session starting from 18th May has been emailed to your personal email addresses. Please check the timetable and be present on campus on the given days to start and follow the program. Dear participants and undergraduates of May 2023 intake, remember that every expert was once a beginner. There are no limits to what you can achieve from today onwards. As you all set out on the incredible journey that will help to shape the thinkers, professionals, citizens, and difference makers, we want all of you to know that the entire SLIIT community is here to support, guide, and encourage you as you commit to study here and reach greater heights. Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongings to those who prepare for it today. We wish you all the very best and welcome to SLIIT. Please rise for the national anthem.
Sri Lanka Mata, Upper Sri Lanka, Namo, 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 Namo Mata. Sundara Siri Barini, Surandi Ati Somamana Lanka. Ranya Raya Nikamal Palaguru Piri Jaya Bhumiya Ranya. Apahata Sapa Siri Seta Sadana, Jeevana Ye Mata. Pili Kanu Mena Apabhati Puja, Namo Namo Mata. Upper Sri Lanka, Namo Namo, Namo Namo Mata. Upave Apavidya, Upamaya Apasatya, Upave Apashanti, Apahada Tulabhanti. Apa aloke, apage anuprane, oba apa jeevanage, apa